Welcome to the Kim D Snyder Show. This is number 074, and it is Wednesday, September 8th, 2021, day 25 on my journey. One woman, 7 figures, 20 hours a week. I wanted to share where I'm at with the revenue streams as I rolled out the new site and what I'm thinking of for Q4 in 2021. So first, I am keeping my one-on-one year-long coaching, the strategic roadmap coaching. I'm keeping that. What I'm adding to that is training. It's components that I've been doing one-off, but I'm rolling it into the membership site, so that will be available. So that's an additional offering. Price is not changing, but it will keep increasing each time. I did also have a lower price point coaching that was one-on-one. That was a 3-month minimum. That is no longer available. That got rolled into the membership site, and that is now going to be an individual chat specifically for the person, and then some group coaching. I've also added a lower price point that is just the training for that membership, and so I'm really happy about that because it enables me to reach some of the folks that I wasn't able to reach before and get that knowledge that they needed with more how-to, because the videos that I do and the YouTube stuff and the podcast, that stuff's free, so I can't really talk about the how-to. I can talk about the what, so now I can talk about the how-to and reach some of those folks that wouldn't otherwise be able to afford that. What I've also rolled into those, I guess, group coaching, if you will, is the mastermind. And so I'm rolling that into the mastermind, and that will be less formal in structure. Now, I do think I'm going to have another mastermind format, and I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like, but it's not going to be so exclusive. I want to also do it for 90 days. I really like the 90-day window about getting one goal accomplished and working on that goal for the 90 days. And I love seeing the wins, and I love seeing the stuff just getting blown out, like learning way more. What I'm adding this quarter is the Speak for Leads course, online course, and the Speak for Leads book. And the course will be done by the end of this month, and the book will be probably close to go to printing and or publishing at the end of this month. So I'm happy about that. Now, I'm not going to consider those two different revenue streams. I'm going to consider them one because they really feed each other, but it is definitely a lot more effort. So I probably should, from a term standpoint, consider them additional revenue streams, but ultimately they're going to feed each other. That's where I'm at right now. For the future, what I'm thinking about for the next quarter are a couple areas, and the area that I'm leaning towards the most is a leadership component. And I am seeing a need for my clients now to have more leadership training, and I already know that exists from a corporate standpoint. But what I don't see in corporate is the business training from all the other areas in the business savviness and some of the digital components, which we have in the online entrepreneur stuff. And so there's that core group that I really like to hit. And I discovered that when we had the mastermind this year, that there's these core skills that overlap between those two areas, and that's just the magic. And so I want to add that leadership, and that's kind of where I'm thinking for this next quarter. The other areas that I'm looking at are updating the book that I have jointly done with somebody, and we already have an existing course. I don't know if I can do that separately. I've got a couple other ventures that are not related to this kind of specific business, and so I mentioned them on an earlier podcast, and I'll put a link below, but it was about, local business. I've also looked at being a partner, joint venture for somebody, so those options are still available, so I'm still looking for those. And I'm really weighing my options, what I want to do for the last quarter of the year. And it'll be winter, and we've got a couple holidays in there, and people tend to do less things. And so I'm weighing all that, the seasonal aspects. I'm trying to minimize my risk between all of these areas. And so that's what I'm looking at. That's where I'm currently at. And I would be curious to see what your portfolio looks like. Where are you getting your revenue? What do your revenue streams look like? And questions you have for me. go to kimdsnyder.com/074 for the show notes. Any questions, and I can't wait to hear from you. Thanks.